everyone, we are back in Astroneer Megatech DLC, and we are very close on making the space station, right? So maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes, something like that. It has been a lot of work, so I'm really looking toward it, and I have no idea how to get there, right? Maybe we need to take the shuttle. That is what I would expect, or there is like some kind of way to travel to the space station. I have no idea. Let's see how it goes, right? That said, I do provide fresh content on YouTube every day. So if you guys want to get notified when there's something new to watch, please subscribe and hit that bell icon. The bell icon is what gives you those notifications 100%. The subscription does not. However, by subscribing, you're still supporting me. That said, we also have a Discord. That's our primary method of communication, and we have a merch store as well. Both the Discord invite and the merch link can be found on my website, the video description, and the YouTube channel. Let's get into the game and see what we can do. I will just say here. So someone asked this on Reddit. This means that Megatech is unlocked. Why it gets an icon? I have no idea. Maybe all the paid content gets icons. There never used to be an icon, you know. How is YouTube looking? Okay-ish. We got that snazzy hat. The one thing that's a little bit weird is I bought a cosmetic with this game. Maybe not a suit. I don't recognize any suits here. But palettes I would have expected. I don't know what the PAL palette is. That's by Says Hardcore. Jewel case. Okay. That was actually a fun mission too. This one is a little bit... Okay, special event call, special event call, event call, event call, event... Ah. By physical item code. Oh. Event call. So I don't know, what is the thing that I purchased here? I have no idea. I paid $15, right? So I purchased something. Checking that this is green. $40 more to go. I wonder if we should go and do something. I know, let's go and check it out. This looks Gucci. This also looks Gucci-ish. See, this thing is all of a sudden now up here. Bizarre. Oh, this is sucking good. 283, huh? This is sucking good. Let's check out those things down there again. So the deconstructor can apparently get rid of this, right? Someone said. Why do I have to pay to get rid of this? Can I move this? It doesn't even have anything. And I see a problem that these canisters... how do you feed the canisters? Maybe can I feed them from here? You know what? Let's actually test that, if they can be fed from over there. We happen to have No. So that's a problem, right? That's a problem. How do you feed this thing? Manually? Are you shitting me? I mean, the mesh design here is kind of cool. I can't access this. Yeah, those are the shuttle controls. Those are the station controls. For some reason it doesn't do this. Yeah, something is... Step one, this seems to be a little bugged. Is my cursor moving? No, it is. So after you place this thing, I feel you should be able to move it and adjust it as needed. Then there's no way of filling this from here. Right, that would make sense that if I put something here and I open it up, that it fills this thing. And then these ones, you should be able to just implode. You know, once it says completed, it should be like deconstruct, and you say yes, and it just goes kaplowy. Why pay for it? Stupid. That doesn't make any sense. So there's 20 more in there. I don't know if there's anywhere to explore. Also, I don't understand why this is broken. I mean, I paid $10 for the DLC. Why do I get broken stuff? It feels not right. Imagine that you buy a car and there's like one of the mirrors is like kicked off. You'd also say like, dude, I want that mirror. It's like, nah, it's just cosmetic. Yeah, but I paid for it. I paid for it, man. I don't want like scratches and stuff on my car. Makes no sense. Oh, that's the design. Dude, design something different. I don't care that that's the design. You better design something that looks good. If people pay for it, you know? Why is this thing like has scratches and it's like all broken and stuff? Who wants to pay money for this? We need to wait a minute. I can either doodle around here or I can go to Aatrox. Well, after we waited for a minute, we need to do something else, and so maybe then I go to Aatrox. I'm looking for crashed craft here. Sometimes in the forest there you can find some crashed craft, but yeah, not necessarily lucky. Let's check out this forest. Nah. I don't necessarily see any crashed craft. I don't know, this seed seems to be rather unimpressive. The seed seems to be rather unimpressive. Let's take a picture of the... Oh, there's another forest over here that we could check out real quick. Hold on. Boink. Oh, there was a gaping hole there. Dude, where's all the craft that are supposed to be in the forest? They give me like the short end of the stick. Seriously, how many did we find so far? I mean, if we found one... Dude, I've never seen malachite in the forest. These are mountain forests. But there should be crashed craft in them. Nothing. Oh, did you guys see that gaping hole? I'm looking for crashed craft. Nothing. I mean, if there was one crashed craft in a forest on this seed, there would have been a lot. We should go back. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And we have been here. Honestly, this was a little bit of a rough start, I want to say. That location, not the best. This one has finished producing. Has it? No, it's halfway full. For the most part, right? And this is what is so amazing, right? That the people that designed this game, they come up with all those things, and then you power a auto extractor or an atmospheric condenser. You power that with a small wind. You know, they come up with all these things, and then there's so many bugs. Just power it with a small wind and call it a day. Alright, so that needs to now run for 50. And now we go to Aatrox. Have some fun on Aatrox, you know? Yeah, just go straight through, why not? So where should we go? So that is where I put some landing pad. We tried this bubble. This was unimpressive. I think this entire seed is all shiitake. I don't know, feels oddly familiar. You're looking for anything, any lootable stuffs? We're waiting for 50 aluminum alloy to be produced. There has to be a large cursed craft. I mean, not in this region, but there has to be on this planet. We haven't found that one yet. No, it's dead. Dead, Jin. She's noticeably exhausted after eating. Battery. Sometimes you get lucky and there's an RTG in there. Battery. He will do in a pinch. There's no favorite food for the snail on the planet. Ooh, let's look in there. There's resin here. Nothing. Nothing. How do I get out of here? This is all steep walls. Oh, this is all steep walls, man. Point. Imagine you would use the hoverboard without the snail. By the way, the first cave layer on Aatrox, the drill mod 1 doesn't work anymore. Battery. Nothing. That's a big valley here. That would have counted as damage. Wow. This save is void of anything interesting. Wow. Can't believe this. Okay, something here. We have looked into this already. So there is these things, I don't know what that does. Yeah, we were here before. This wasn't anything new. I need to find a way out. Oh, I can go over here. Yeah, we looted this already. We found nothing. Nothing. We tried hard. If I looted that, I'm sure I was in that canyon as well. Oh yeah, my rocket isn't here. I just realized. It made a little bit of helium. This used to be much faster. So my ship is over there, I guess. Since you're not losing any progress, any of this progress is being invested into creating more helium. Doesn't matter how slow it is. I can see the flag. Hopefully 50 aluminum alloy has been produced. What can you do, right? Thanks for watching. I'm still trying to find stuff on the solar and I can't. I mean on Atrox, I can't. It's just void. Void of anything. It's just void of anything. This is so crazy. But we are seconds away from getting the space station. Right. And there is my aluminum alloy. Which reminds me, it does suck power. Considerable. Okay, it seems to be printing. Maybe halfway done. It feels almost that this is slower than the others. That's also a bug. See, it now says there is silicon in there, but now it gets all deducted. So what do I do with this? A packaged portion of the orbital platform load into the DLS to be launched into space where it automatically deploys. Why does it have a stupid hologram here? You see this? This is buggy as heck. So where should I put it in? There? Doesn't go in there. Yeah, silver, why not? That's the dumbest cannon that I've ever seen. Oakley dokley. Now, I'm so excited. I assume, right? You need to use the ship. Oh. Oh. You better land there, son. Let's land sort of here. Oh. I'm so excited. Alright, so there is stuff here. There's a little bit of a railing here. Okay. I don't know what that is exactly. This is not transparent. It is opaque. It's a little bit weird. Then we have this thing here. Oh, dude. Looks good. Looks good. It's big. Big. Now you can probably, I don't know if this has power though. Does it generate power? This is a weird, I don't know what that means. Red, green, blue. Dude, what the heck does this mean? I don't know if that picture came through. Big rock in the middle. This lip is very lippy. I mean, okay, there's some controls here. Exactly where I landed. I was able to smell that. I was able to smell that. So we have asteroid, sphere, flat platform. Alright, let's try them all. Where's the 2 asteroids? It's a different type of asteroid. This one looks more icy. Alright, the animation is a little... You don't need to make that long of an animation. Okay, that's interesting. Then sphere. By the way, I'm still walking around while this nonsense is going on. I'm still walking around. Well, the sphere is very billiard ball-y. See, I'm going to the side. So to demonstrate, I was in front of it. See, you can still walk while this nonsense is going on. Oh, okay. This doesn't do beans. This doesn't do beans. There's 2 of them. So that really doesn't do anything over here. Kind of an interesting technical color. You're telling me this doesn't do jack and diddly. Okay. Can you make a hole? Oh shit, you can make a hole. Oh. Is my hole still there? Yeah, my hole is still there. How about we make the previous sphere and then this? Does it remember that I made a hole? What is this? I will tell you what it is. Unnecessary. So flat platform, and let's see if it still has a hole. No. No. Hole be gone. Although, that's kind of neat. Why not? And then donut. Oh my. This isn't working. Then my question to you, sir, is... Hold on, did that give... I don't think it gives actually dirt. Donut. What's the purpose of the donut? Is it filled with jelly? I doubt it. Oh, it is indeed a donut. What is... Oh, I don't have compass here. I don't have compass, I don't have... Why would there be a giant donut? It is, I mean, I can confirm, it is a donut. No doubt about it. It is a donut. Oh, Joe. You know, Joe likes donuts, I get it. We actually made the jump. Alright, hold on. It's theory. We do this. Oh, so the sphere I can probably alter as well. I didn't realize that at first. But why does my hydrazine thingy not work? I didn't realize that the sphere is modifiable. Why does this not give... Oh, the sphere has different colors. Yeah. The sphere is a different color on the inside than on the outside. Looks like we are getting to the outside here. That's kind of neat. I don't know how it's useful. Plus, oh, you get the soil. You get the soil. Someone said, like Vinglorious said, you don't get the soil. You get the soil from the sphere. Maybe not from the others, but from the sphere you get the soil. Hold on. Why does my jetpack not work? That's weird. So it's kind of nice. This did not count as a damaging jump. And the sphere has actually a pretty decent coating. It's like, I want to say like 6 feet of white. So a donut compound. Is it just like a piece of compound? This is too far for me to interact with it. Maybe here? I don't know if that's just an optical illusion. If this is any closer? No. Seems like here a little bit crudely made. I don't know, it's supposed to look like that. Alright, so we have compound. Now, how do you harvest that? That's the other question. Resin? So the sphere definitely gave soil. The resin looks even worse. The resin looks even worse. I see there's some stuff underneath it, see that? I don't know if there's something that we can go to. The resin definitely doesn't look that good. Then we have the different types. Why is asteroid? There's not even like a change in anything. Even this, the platforms have the same as the asteroid. Alright, that's the asteroid it came with. Yeah, why have this thing? Just have this. Oh, Houston. There's a hole. I don't know if the devs realized there's a hole. How did we fall? Oh yeah, there's a hole here, dude. There's totally a hole. Alright, how do we get resources from this? This looks a little bit on the weirdish side. Okay, so there's connectors. I don't know what that is. It seems to have a function too. What is the function of this though? Oh, you know what? They should have made this walkable. There should have been just enough room for where you can walk. I can't figure out where to get the resources from. Yeah, you can walk here, but you can't walk under that. They should have made that walkable. Ah, shit. Did you just burp? There's also no way of coming back from this other than taking this sort of leap of faith kind of thing. So I still don't know where to get resources from, because I heard you can get like unlimited soil. That sounds interesting. But I don't know how. This one doesn't have any connectors. Oh yeah, that doesn't work. So where to get the soil? Well, I will ask Wikipedia. What is the thing called again? Oh, can we do something with this? It, oh, so far it always teleported me back, which I guess is good. Let me see. So there is one connecty thingy. Oh, hold on. You can play with this. What does this say? Stars needs fuel. Fuel 0%. Fuel. Oh, you can probably move it. Oh, hold on. Found the bug. They didn't give it a hitbox? This, I don't know, man. This thing is buggy as hell. You like die. I mean, not die, but you fall every 5 seconds with this thing. All right, so I found the spot where you can fuel it. What? That that has to be a bug. All right, let's not mess with this one anymore. So I guess you can put fuel here. Okay, got it. You put fuel there. Got it. Let's actually try to fuel it. Maybe I will regret this, but you know. Maybe I will regret. Huh? This doesn't work. Okay, not super sure why that didn't work. Maybe it requires a different canister, but that's bullshit. And I still don't know where to collect the soil. Both my soil canisters are full though. That's 100%. We can't ignore that. I don't know where to get the soil. Hold on, I will look this up. Astroneer orbital station, where to get soil. Wait, are you shitting me? Wait. Equip your terrain tool. Attach a small canister. Collect soil. Regenerate the asteroid. No, there is no automated way of collecting soil. You have to manually farm it, which we did. I mean, it's cool, but I think it's unfinished. Plus, I don't know what to do with this. Oh, there's just like railing here. It is so madness. It is. Oh, hold on. My ship is on this side. Okay, it's cool to have this, but you can't do anything with it. Plus, I can't fuel it for some reason. So you just collect the soil manually with your terrain tool. Okay, let's do the museum. Launch into orbit is not an option. Yeah, I mean, you see that sucker up there. You see that sucker up there. And this one is going around it. Mm-hmm. Feels a little large in comparison to the freaking planet. There's various things here. Do you guys see that? What is this? Test debris? Yeah, what is this shit? Huh? What? What is this? I know what it is. It's the surface on silver, but what is it doing out here? Woo, trippy, man. Trippy. Trippy. Dude, if that thing would have sucked my hydrazine, we would have had to make more hydrazine, but it didn't work. Ooh, trippy. I don't know what to make of it. That's interesting. Why is there a stupid hologram? Just to piss me off? Got it. Congratulations. You succeeded. Alright, this is 50 glass. Excellent. These should be almost empty. I mean, the resin, of course, is not. Let's move these upstairs. This one is empty too. Where's this resin? How much resin do you need? None? None? None. It needs compound, and I think 300, right? By the way, okay, it went away. Titanium alloy, silicon, glass, copper compound. Okay, okay. We might be close. That is titanium. I'm still thinking about the space station. I'm not sure. I think it's unfinished. It's like, ooh, can I upgrade it? Hold on. I saw something like upgrade. Yeah. You can do orbital platform stage 2. I need 150 copper titanium alloy. That's a little bit shitty. And 5 extra chips. You could upgrade it. I don't know what would happen if you upgrade it, but that's mildly interesting. I mean, the unlimited soil, you only have unlimited soil because you can regenerate it, right? It's not like it's giving you soil in any way, shape, or form. In an automated fashion, right? It's all manual. Didn't you want copper? Because I have, hold on, there's 54, we only need 50. Tell me you wanted copper. You know, I think until they kind of figure out the quirks and kinks. That was a hard landing, man. I felt that one. Copper glass done. Where's my compoundium? Hopefully this is at 300 here. Don't be a DICK, I see it standing. Ooh, that looks good. That looks good. That looks like 344. Oh, that's a lot. Not gonna lie, that's a lot. Okay. Why does the tapper sound exactly like a, you know? Why does it sound exactly like a small generator? The thing that we have from the very beginning of the game. 15 silicon. They say 15 silicon. That needs 15 methane. I think I have like a ton of methane. $15. You're empty here, okay. All right, hold on. Resin and quartz. Resin and quartz, 15, you say. Minor glitches. Minor glitches. Let's make some quartz. Damn. 15. Let's make 12. Plus 4 is 16. Ah, shit. Alright. How's our methane situation? 122. But we need to sort of prepare it to here. Methane. Suck it. Eight. Oh. Let's see if there's any other containers that need to be moved up. Well, there's the resin one. There's this one. Let's leave them there for now. Let's leave them there. We're almost ready. The silicon we will have in a jiffy. And then the titanium alloy, we have to cut. How much titanium? 10, right? We need to cut 10 hydrogen. You're not getting the steam of my spit. I'll cut 10 hydrogen, gotcha. We need to prepare that after we do the silicon because it will need some preparing. Give me... Disk is 8, right? You can actually start cutting hydrogen. All right. That will give me 12. And then you just put one over here, that's fine. Eight plus 4 is also 12. 8 and 8 is 16, so we'll have one. Actually, resin, quad resin. I'm going to get me some resin. Hold on. We have resin here until the cows come home. How much resin? 48? Yeah, that's plenty. We're not going to get resin, we have resin here. Okay, hold on. Where's resin here? Hold on, we need one more, right? This is 12. Yeah, you don't get this, you don't get this. This is for cutting. Alright, resin. $15 exactly, right? Alright. Over there. You have one too many. I will put you here. Perfect. And one moment, please. Disable output. Alright. Oh, I need to collect it. I need to collect the silicon. We could collect it in here. Should we collect it in here? Sure. Also, why do we have to have 3 different types of canisters? Why can't we just have one canister? Alright. Alright, we need to cut 10 hydrazine. Hydrazine. Let's give me some more room. We don't need that sucker. We don't need that sucker. We don't need that sucker. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We need to make graphite too. Alright. This one is a good one here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then +2. Alright, we put them not on this smelter, please. Not on the smelter. That gives me 8. 10, I mean. Good. Hydrogen is cut. It's making the silicon over there. Alright. Where does this go here? Good. Alright, you are done, which is okay. Why is there a resin left? So we need to make a ton of graphite. Hopefully there is 15 here. There is 15. I don't know where there's a resin left. But we have an entire canister with resin here, so... and this now has 15 silicon. So we just need 10 titanium alloy. Excellent. So we need to make graphite. on, this is done. 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 Let's move this a little bit to the side. Let's start on the graphite. Graphite starting now. Right, it will make this full. I hope that we have enough hydrogen. I mean, enough titanium. I haven't checked titanium. I knew about it, so I gave it extra. So what do we need? We need... How many resources do we need? In that case, let's make it over here. And it needs nitrogen, right? So let's prepare that. Nitrogen is here. Yep. Now the problem with that is... Oh, we have to... No. Ah, shit. We have to make the graphene first. So we have to make the graphene first. Graphene will be made here. I think, maybe. Do we have more canisters? We have a large one that is empty. Eat this? Oh, I can't jump. I can't jump when I'm carrying something like this. So we have a large canister here. This will be for my titanium alloy. It's a little overkill, I understand, but so. So this is outputting the snail 8. A little bit plant husbandry. What is plant husbandry called? Okay, hold on. How much do I need? 10. This is the last one. Okay. All right. I need hydrogen, right? No, just hydrogen. Graphite and that. We should have automated that too. I don't know what just happened. We'll see how this is going. Okay, this is going pretty well. Let's save here because we haven't had to save for a while. Titanium is here, I think. 11. Oh, it actually says where to get titanium. It says Visenia and Glacier. That's like piss easy. Eight. Ten. So this needs 3 resources. Alright. Let it run. What else? I think this looks okay-ish. Obviously, it's making titanium. Yeah, I'm not super clear about the space station. I do see that you can upgrade it, and that's excellent, but it's unclear what you're getting for the upgrade. Does it say? Does it say what you would get? No, it just says platform stage 2. Compound, aluminum, copper, titanium, alloy, and exochips. 5. Oh, here's 3. There's only 3 stages. So 200 compound, 75 steel, 30 astronium, 20 nanocarbon alloy, and 2 exochips. It's unclear. What can I upgrade this? Hold on. We would have to upgrade it here. No, it just says done. It cannot be upgraded. where's my compound thingy? Because I could go and start filling. Oh no, I need it. It's in use. Yeah, that's what's happening. How much resin did we make? I want to say none. Oh, 573. Jesus. Yeah, it's still resin. Let's hope it stays that way. Alright, let's go up here. This should be relatively done. Alright, so this is Dunsky's, I hope. That's my titanium. My remaining titanium after this. And then this is empty. Let's move this over here. Where it belongs. I like this kind of setup. It's kind of clean. You know, it is extensible. I mean, at the beginning you just start without this, right? You just start like that. You can use this for storage and for like generators and stuff. Then the smelter comes, then this comes, then this comes. The gases you really don't need so much. You can it's not a whole lot of room to put gases here, right? You could maybe squeeze it if you move this to halfway here. Let it stick out by like a little bit, right? But the gases, once you have them, they're kind of like, they take care of themselves, right? And then you put these structures in the back, you know, so you can like really work and mix your ingredients here. Kind of nice. Right, and then you have for all the, I think this is also something that irks me a little bit, that this platform is 5x2, because there are 6 gases, right? There is sulfur. We just haven't done anything with sulfur because we don't need sulfur. Right? But it irks me a little bit that a 6x2 would have been better. Maybe even a 6x3. The same form factor, make another row and make them 6 wide. Then you have room for all the gases, right? And then what are all the minerals? Aluminum, copper, zinc, titanium, iron, and what is that? Tungsten, right? It would make sense to have 6. Everything screams 6. I mean, lithium doesn't count, right? And carbon doesn't count, I understand, or these ones don't count, right? But 6x3, that would be a good platform. Alright, let's make that, whatever that is, a museum, I think. Is there 10 in there? Yeah. So we should be able to print the sucker now. Look, there's only large ones here. No piecemeal yet. Let's make this happen. Museum, stage 1. I'm excited. Honestly, the platform is cool. I just think it needs some upgrades. The way it currently is, it's not very useful. Man, the copper was not easy. copper was not easy. Because remember, this one needed aluminum alloy on the side, so we needed to actually collect 100 copper. What happens if I take one of these away? I don't want to try, but it should stop ideally, right? It doesn't stop. I don't know if it's slower. I haven't seen it zip by in a while. Oh ho ho! Look at that space station. I think it's stuck. Alright. Did it subtract all the resources? Well, it doesn't, because this has a stage 2. So hold on, the compound here, you can move it to over there. Ooh. $44. Yeah, it's sucking compound. Is this one still sucking resin? He must be. How much resin is in there? Dude, 588? Is the display broken? Because 588 out of 2000 should be like a quarter. Is the display not working properly? Has it shown stuff before? I think it has shown stuff before. I don't know what's wrong with it. But 588 should be like a quarter. Alright, we built this thing with much pain and suffering. So what do you do here? Power donation? Hold on. I can donate power. Give me a moment. This shit is no longer required. Oh, you can donate bytes? How do you donate bytes? Unclear. How many do we have? 4 times 4 is 16. 17 should use the batteries. It doesn't. No. Yeah, I see a batteries. 17 is just a click too much. So what does that do? Power donation station. Here's bike donation station. Cycle mode. Bytes donated, bytes required, 5,000 donation rate. Oh, it's actually ticking down. It needs 5,000 for something. This is interesting. I don't know how it works, but draws 16 power while activated. I don't know what that means. I can just push these bars up. Let's see what happens at 5,000. Yeah, it's ticking down. I slowed it down a little bit. Unclear what's going on here. But it says bytes required 5,000, so let's give it 5,000 and see what happens. Milestone completed, it says. Now it says bytes required 100,000. This is the world's shittiest gacha game. What? What does it do? What does this do? Megastructure component printer. It says museum. Oh, maybe I'm supposed to go in here and do something. I don't quite know. Oh, what does it say here? How many are required? 5,000. Alright, hold on. Since 5,000 are required, let's see. Let's crank that sucker. Well, these batteries are still fine. Oh, shit. Unclear what this does. A megastructure that provides rewards in exchange for donations of resource nuggets, power bytes, and seeds. The advanced model of the museum also allows Astroneers to display collections of items in themed groups for rewards. So, I mean, I have now, forget about this, that this is still going. This has nothing to do with this device anymore. So I have 5,000 bytes and I have 5,000 power. Seems to be, it's very exciting. It's pointing right up. So I can tell that. But now, what does it do here? It said something about seeds. For the seed donation station. Seeds required 5,000. Yeah. 5,000 seeds. It wants 5,000 seeds. It wants any resource. It wants 5,000. And then we can basically have them all four lit. I mean, 5,000 resources is slightly different from 5,000 power. Oh, dude, and then it wants 100,000 next. 100,000. So it goes to reason that it wants 100,000 seeds and 100,000 resources. Goes to reason, right? Well, what is this stupid thing here? Megastructure component printer required. What is this? Megastructure component printer. That's a mega printer drone. It's not a megastructure component printer. Can I print a megastructure component printer? That's also bullshit, that quest. Mega Mini training shuttle. I don't even know how to do that. Rail station and the pumpkin shelter. So yeah, unclear how this is supposed to work. But one thing is clear: it needs 5,000 resources of any resource, and it only gets a large container. It only accepts a large container. And then it also needs 5,000 seeds. Someone is off their rocker. Yeah, seeds donated 0. Seeds required 5,000. Someone is off their rocker. 5,000 resources. I don't think this is... And then probably 100,000 resources next, right? I don't think this is a reasonable thing. This only holds 2,000, and it doesn't fit on the platform. Hold on. 5,000 divided by 400. Hold on, let's do this real quick. 5,000 divided by 400. I need to do that 12.5 times. By the way, who groaned? Someone groaned? No groaning. No groaning. You see the platform in the back. Yeah, no groaning. This is all groanless. 5,000 seats is even more ridiculous. I have to fill this up 12.5 times with resources. 12.5 times, because it doesn't take an extra large one, or whatever the heck this thing is. No, this needs to be reduced to 500 each. You guys are completely off the rocker, man, with the 5,000. Someone doesn't understand this game's economy. Well, I will connect this here. Can I connect this? Yeah, there it has like a platform thingy. Hold on. Actually, let's make it outward facing. So I can connect that sucker. Hold on. This doesn't work. Alright, so it is powered. Could I crank this here to 16? Oh, because I can let this run forever and ever. But then, and the bytes, we could let the bytes run forever and ever too. Maybe at the same speed, so that they roughly come to the same conclusion. But since there is no alarm or anything, I wouldn't know when I reached it, right? And this is at 5% currently, right? So if it runs at 16 per second, hold on, let's do the calculation. 16 per second, I need 100,000 divided by 16. This is how many seconds. Divided by 60, it's 104 minutes. Divided by 60 is 1.7 hours. So that's not terrible, right? That's not terrible. 1.7 hours is not terrible. But the 5,000 resources, someone is off the rocker. And the 5,000, look, I mean, I could make more auto extractors, right? I mean, power is not the problem. I could make a ton more auto extractors, but in all this time, this auto extractor did 611 to get to 5,000. I don't know, like tens of hours. It'll take tens of hours. The rest is fine. This is fine. This is like less than 2 hours. This stuff here on the side. Why is this one so much higher than the other one? And by the way, who came up with this stupid design? 7,000 and this is at 6,000. It's almost at 7,000. Why is it so high? Well, let's get like a couple seeds and see if it actually counts each seed. I mean, very likely yes. But we have to test for science. Alright, this crap can now go up here. The very first time this was introduced, I told Joe that it is too noisy. They actually reduced the noise. Let's grab some of them. Shit. There, I have some stupid. This should be over full now. Yeah. Let's see. I have like the most advanced technology. Why is this so huge? 8,000 and this is also 8,000. My bytes are being sucked. Why is this so much bigger? Alright, where's the seed donation station? Indeed, it succeeds. Oh, hold on. It says seeds donated, and I swear to God, 90. Oh, I have no idea. What time is it? Whenever I say, like, I have no idea, what time is it? You know, stuff's up. God, I'm, like, over full with this crap. Hold on, I have no idea. Do not fall through. Enable output. Okay, fine. Why is this so tiny? And then it comes here and it's so big. Who had this stupid idea? I mean, it's already a bigger container, right? So fine. It looks believable that this one holds much more than this one. You don't need to make the resource. Someone got the scaling incorrect. And by the way, this bug will never get fixed. And how do I get the resource here? Because I get disable output. I can never see if... Hold on. Do you see? Normal size. Teeny size. And I can't take it. Ah. Alright. This is my little project here. So 90 seeds. I mean, we could make a seed farm and stuff like that. This will take almost 2 hours to get to 100,000. I don't know why this one is so much taller than the other one. That's weird. But we are having resources coming in. How is the compound doing over there? $97. Yeah. It's filling up. Yeah, I don't understand why the orange is so tall. But we put three seeds in there and it counted as 90. So I'm hopeful. Could I collect seeds? I could set up a seed collector, right? I could set up a seed collector, potentially. This is still slurping here. It's about halfway through. Give me that. You see what I'm doing? I'm just skimming off the top. While this is slurping on the other side, let's do this. You're collecting pretty fast, to be honest. Why is this shaped like a penis, this thing here? That's weird. Was that Joe's design? The penis? The penis? Was that his design? I mean, there's probably dozens of ways how you can stylize a flower without it looking like a penis. Right? Dozens of ways. You need to do plant husbandry. Yeah, good. Don't fall. Oh, this is exhausting. What? Why is this full? Oh, it has 32? That was surprisingly fast. So it says 90, 99 or something? $507? $660? So now we are at 1,170? This is potentially doable. Is it still slurping? No, it's done slurping. Hold on. It has done its last slurp. Alright, how do you pick this up? This one. But you have to give me space to pick up the thing. This is bugged as hell. Alright, 400, son. Let's see what it does with that. I'm fighting the camera. We completed something. It's slowly... There's no animation, so that kind of sucks. But it's slowly counting up. Well, let's see. It's halfway done. Oh, dude, this doesn't look good. This looks really like 5,000 resources need to be donated. I think resin is like 1-to-1 ratio. Oh, shiitake. We are here at what? 1,170 something. And this one is empty, I think. Empty. And we are at 800. So that resource doesn't count worth shit. That resource doesn't count worth shit. I mean, it's better than it's 1 for 2, right? It's 1 for 2, so it's better than nothing, I would say. This thing is way too noisy. So it's 1 for 2, 1 resin for 2 points. It's not terrible, but actually it has to be turned the other way. Otherwise it won't work. That was before the smelter made it. So we had 400. How much is in this thing now? I think the display is broken because 258 should be 10%. You should see 10% yellow. 10% should be yellow. Look at this thing. The yellow is so hard. It's at 19,000 and this is at 20,000. For some reason, one is now faster. This one started below. This one was lower than this. And I put them both to 16. I mean, we could like crank this up substantially, right? And run it much faster. Even this, we can run much faster. But that's interesting. 800 and this is 1100. So we would need like some resource that is more valuable. Maybe iron, right? Could we make iron? We could make steel actually pretty cheap, pretty on the cheap, because you get the tapper, right? You get carbon. Yeah, you could make steel on glacial on the cheap forever and ever. Well, you need an auto extractor, right? And then you just get carbon from this thing. And you also need to operate an atmospheric condenser, right? So you get argon, you get steel from the auto extractor, and you get carbon from this thing. And you run it into a chemistry lab, and then you run it into... Well, nothing in the game actually accepts these resource canisters, so that's completely useless. You just use a large resource canister like we used all this time anyway. And then you can fix the 100,000 resources here easy. The resource donation, because I already know it's going to be 100,000 next. It's step 2, right? And then if there's bytes, if bytes is a problem, right? Because we have a substantial amount of bytes. If it asks for like 1 million next, or 500,000 or something like that, then okay, it went from 5, it went times 20. So 100,000 times 20 would be 2 million? 2 million? Not sure if that's the next step. Why is this so much larger? This is at 22,000 and this is at 22,000. Oh, and also this overtook this by a lot. This is 900 and this is 600. And remember, this started before that. This used to be high. So there's something else bugged in the system that takes 16 bytes. That's 16, right? 16 bytes and 16 U's. Yeah, this is already at 23,000. So there's something else bugged where they are not synced. They are not sucking resources at the Same speed. And then I don't even know why this one is so much higher than this one. I mean, I understand that the 1000 is higher than that. That does make sense. But then this is 23,000 and this is 23,400, 23,700. Look how much higher this is. No, it doesn't want to show me the goal. I don't know why it's blinking, but the goal is 100,000. I don't know why it's blinking. This goes every second. This is blinking much faster. I think this is really bugged. This is really bugged. There is some problems with a lot of the stuff. Yeah, I mean, if you really wanted to be serious about it, you would do a... I don't know how much steel gives. No idea how many points steel, but you will need 100,000. I'm pretty convinced. Right? I'm pretty convinced that here you will need 100,000. So the way to do that is probably with steel, right? Resin gives 2 points. Might want to check your rewards on the landing pad. Oh yeah, let's do that. That's a good idea. I bet it didn't give me anything that's worth 5,000 resources. Alright, it's a boogie. Those are his bin seats. Power extenders. A small shot. That's just a slap in the face. That's just a slap in the face. Load a construction anchor into the DLS. You get a small shuttle. That's a slap in the face. That's a construction anchor landing pad. I already had to build one. And they give me like another one. That gives you a large shuttle. That's nice. Oh, Cosmopolitan. Nice. We're going to check this out in just a second, but I didn't finish. Large shuttle. This gives 2,500 bytes. Print museum stage 1 package. Alright. Trophy 1. Donating donations to the different donation centers is daunting. Why not focus on one of the museum's needs? Let's hit a milestone. This training assistant will cheer you on. Yay! Huh. Neat. I think it's like a little Astroneer guy. Can I put it somewhere in the museum? No, right? I mean, I know it's a museum, but so far it eats resources. It doesn't do anything museum-like. 27, 27. It's bizarre. Yeah, it doesn't have anything to put stuff in. It says museum, it ain't. It's just a resource sucker at the moment. Oh, and Cosmopolitan, that's the... I hope it's a pallet. Where do we put this thing? Let's put it Let's actually save. I haven't saved anything. And then we could do something like this. Actually, if I just put the work light here, that might already be good. Yeah. Alright, let's check out the cosmetic. I hope it's a palette. Cosmopolitan. Why is it so dark? Hold on, is a cosmopolitan like a drink that's dark? Cosmopolitan. Drink. And let's say images. No, it's a red drink. It's a red drink. What the heck goes into a cosmopolitan? Cranberry juice and lime juice. And some alcohols, but it's definitely a red drink. So I don't know why this is purple. What do we do here? Unlocked by completing the game in CES hardcore configuration. But what is completing? Is it the burrito or more? Because I think I can do the burrito. I don't want to do the... What is that thing called? The mission where you have to fight the guy in the sim. Extra large resource canister. Yeah, this is shit. This is really shit. And why does it say 5 out of 5, but the thing is not ticked? 5 of 5. Yeah, I don't want to do this. I want to do this mission, so I don't know what it costs to complete the game on hardcore mode. Why does it not slurp the next? See, it doesn't slurp. It doesn't slurp. This game is hella bugged. This game is hella bugged. Is there anything else? The first one slurped nicely. These ones just kind of disappeared. One more. Yeah, so I would recommend going for steel on Glacier because it's completely self-done. You don't even need soil anymore nowadays for steel. You don't even need to collect soil or any of these kinds of things. This also goes much faster than the other resource. This thing is already bugged to hell. 34,000. 33,000. For some reason, the pink one is faster, but it is much smaller, so I don't know. It's bugged to hell. I think they need to come up with like some way of making this a little bit more stable. Plus, I don't even know what I'm working for, right? What happens if I get this done here? What happens? Nobody knows, right? What happens if I get stage 2? Oh, to get to stage 3, you need 2 stage 2 orbital platforms. I don't know if you guys saw that. This became the world's shittiest gacha game. Right? You can upgrade to stage 2, but to get to stage 3, you need 2 orbital platforms. Yeah. Does it say what it takes to upgrade the sucker? Is it exochips too? You know, it's 10 exochips. Look at that sucker. And then this one that for some reason doesn't tell you what stage 3 will need. The other one does. This one doesn't. This is bugged to hell. And I still don't know what that is. I'm telling you, this is bugged to hell. Release 1. Do not play. I think that's it, Bryce. I'm going to call it a day. I don't know what else to do. I don't... Honestly, I don't want to keep playing this. Because... I don't know what the benefits are to having like a stage 2 and a stage 3. Currently, it just sucks resources. Like it's going out of style. Right? To be able to do this, you would need the steel farm on Glacier in the hopes that that gives you a lot of resources. Hold on. Let's try one steel. This guy hungry. Let's try one steel in case you want to try it. Argonium. I hope I have iron. Let's just do iron should be here maybe. How much? 6? Not much. And then carbon is here. Right, because that you can do indefinitely without human intervention on Glacier. Hold on, I have an idea. Let's try a gas that... Which gas is the most sought after? And we could maybe not helium, but let's try methane. Let's try methane. Let's try... What is this? Nitrogen? Why is both nitrogen and argon the same color? Let's try this. I mean, it's a gas. Should count for something. Since when is my hoverboard over the other side? Oh, let's try. In case you wanted to try to get 100,000 points, let's see how much this gives. Go up there. So we are now at exactly 800. The steel gives 40. So if you have 400 times 40, that gives you 16,000. That gives you 16,000. It's getting cold here. All right, if I do 100,000 divided by 16,000, I need 6.6 and a quarter of those guys. 6 and a quarter of those guys. It is the burrito. The greenhouse is bugged as well. Oh man. So this is 40. Let's not forget. Which one should we do? Hydrogen. They didn't understand that gases are resources. Are you shitting me? Yeah. The gases don't work at all. No. I was like thinking, you know, outside the box. That kind of thinking, you know. Because I can put an atmospheric condenser next to that thing with an auto arm. Didn't work. All right, so gases, no bueno. That's very sad. Very sad. Put this over here. Yeah, this is bugged to hell, man. Maybe, you know, we wait like 6 months or so and then we play this again. If I feel invigorated. I don't know why what is this doing here? Okay, does this have a reason here? I just don't know. Is there a reason for this hologram? And why can't you move the terminal? You should be, even in Satisfactory, the orbital anchor, you can reposition it. It's frowned upon, but it can be repositioned. Right? Why can't I move this train station thingy? It just doesn't want to grow there. Did it? Yeah, no. And this looks kind of cool, but it says museum. One thing that we can do is look at the biodome. See what resources it needs. How do I know which one is the biodome? Right. Phew. What is this? Intermodal terminal. Is it going to arrive here or what? Also, I still don't understand why is this broken. I paid $10 for it. Why is it broken? Am I dumb? Where's my thingy? It's not here. I just... Well, look at this. Can I call it? You guys can look at my shiny butt. There it is. Oh, I can't jump. And just for the funsies, I want to see... I want to see what that costs. Yeah, I saw the Vainglorious when he was talking about the biodome. The biodome is really broken bad. It's bad. 250 resin, 150 organic. Where am I going to get 150 organic? I need like tappers. Steel 30 is not too bad. Glass 40. Ammonium 100 is not too bad. But the organic is a real problem. I would need to collect tappers, just organic from tappers. Well, kind of digging the skin. How is this different though from the other skin? Hold on. So, so that's the but the Cosmopolitan is red. Okay, this is much better than this one. I'm not gonna lie, this is much better. But isn't there like one here? I don't know. Yes, it's animated, but it looks more Lego-ish. While this looks fancy. Does it have an animation too? I can't tell. Maybe it's just the sun going by. That said, a Cosmopolitan is red. I mean, resin we should actually have already, right? For organic, there's nothing to collect organic. I would have to get tappers to do this job. How much is in there? 300. We already have it. We already have the resin requirement for this. I think we keep the safe around. See how things go. What is this doing here? I'm not sure. And look, this shape, there's one in here as well. See? There's this shape here. This blue. It looks like identical to this one over there. They are slowly running out. This is weird. Remember there was like a note underneath this thing, and now it disappeared. It's weird. Yeah, the game is fun, but it's not for like serious play. You know, and I think in a sense they shot themselves in the foot because this is serious play. Right? These gacha games, you know, that's serious play, and the game is just not robust enough. Yeah, six and a quarter trips with steel. 6 and a quarter trips. Then you would have to get like a farm going here. Right? Then the extra large, look, because it requires 5,000, right? But the extra large, this one, I don't know if it can do seeds. It should, right? Why not? And in any case, it doesn't fit here. Okay, so you can only use these ones. So this technology doesn't actually use its own technology. This generation of technology does not use this generation's technology, if that makes sense. I mean, it's good, it's fun. I think you should be allowed to move this. I think there's no way I'm going to pay to have this dismantled. Zero chance. Zero chance. I think here there has to be a way to feed these. By the way, why is that only 72? That's a little bit weird. 72 is not enough. There has to be a way to automatically feed these things. There's no way I'm going to pay to get this removed. That has to just dismantle by itself. It's unclear what the rewards give. Nowhere it explains. First of all, I can upgrade it to Museum Stage 2. Then what does this do here? Does it still... it's unclear how these two... Is that described somewhere here? Megatech, here. Why don't we look? No, dude, they don't describe shit. There's some pretty pictures of the orbital platform. I don't know what that is. I guess that's the biodome. I also don't know what that is. Yeah, but I'm going left and right. There's nothing there. There has to be something there. There has to be something there. So it's unclear how this all works. You have to be able to move these things. I'm very sorry, but you have to be able to move these things. Right? People will want to sort of integrate these into their existing bases and play. So there has to be a way of it. By the way, this is also a bug, right? It says stores 50 units per second. So it's like a battery. But let me show you something. See? It's not a battery. So that's in itself is another bug. That in itself is another bug. Just right there. Boom. Yeah, these things have to be movable. This has to dismantle by itself. I don't want to pay for it. That's hilarious. I don't know what this is. This has to be more explained. And don't even get me started with the with the biodome. That one is a disaster. The biodome is just a disaster. This is why I didn't do it, because I heard people just cussing. Flat out cussing about how bad the biodome is. You know that one of the capabilities of the biodome, it gives air. But I think it just gives air in the vicinity of the biodome, not the planet. You know, the planet would make sense, because then you could invite other players and they wouldn't need oxygen. They would need nothing. No portable oxygenator, no nothing. Right? You could just put a biodome, make it generate air on each planet, and then the people that you invite, they would just have air without having the need to have anything on their backpacks. You know? I also feel that this is a little bit too large. I know this might be actually two size, but it looks a little too large. All right, so let's wait a couple months. That's what I'm saying. Let's wait a couple months and see where they patch it. I'm following them on Reddit. So let's see where that goes. All right, everyone. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I liked it a lot, right? I liked playing the game from the beginning. Um, Everything that we did, the snails was a lot of fun, right? The opening all the cores was a lot of fun. Um, the Megatech, I think, is fun too, even though there's a lot of resources, right? But to be fair, it's Megatech, right? It's okay, but the lack of the game telling you what you get for when you invest in something. I think Starseeker will be way worse. Yeah, I'm not going to. I will wait a couple months with Starseeker and see what other people are saying, right? I paid $15 for that DLC, right? To get some kind of cosmetic that was, I don't even know what the cosmetic was. The communication is so bad, you know? I know that we got the cosmetic. Where is it here? Let's see. Does this work? Yeah, I think that works. Um, does it say what patch notes now available? No. I see that there is. Oh, that's interesting. Um, I don't know, but I purchased it with the DLC. Hold on, let's see. Astroneer, what is that called? Astroneer Megatech. Yeah. And then yeah, I got the bundle. I think Megatech bundle. No, no. I got the one for like $15. Here it says bundle info. I was supposed to get like some kind of cosmetic, I think. I don't know if I got it or not. That's all I'm going to say. That says bundle info. It comes with Astroneer and Astroneer Megatech. That's not the bundle that I got. I got the Megatech bundle and it came with a cosmetic, I think. I can buy it again? In library, it says. I don't know how this works, honestly. Um, I don't know. Oh, here we see that's the biodome, right? Oh, there's like a big button. Oh, you get to extend it. Neat. Did you see that? That was cool. Yeah, it has to tell you a little bit better of how the stuff works. And I saw a Vainglorious demo of that. I don't know where to get that. That's the oxygenator. All right. All right. All right, everyone. That said, I do provide fresh content on you. So tomorrow is going to be Outer Worlds 2, Monday through Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Far Cry New Dawn, right? We're going to wait a couple months. This was episode 11, right? I played 11 episodes, 3 hours each. This one was not 3 hours, 2 hours and 43 minutes, right? Um, let's wait a little bit until they fix some of that stuff, right? Um, it's in good enough shape where you can take a look at things, but I do not think it is in good enough shape where you can actually keep expanding and keep upgrading, and that effort makes sense, right? I don't want to spend a lot of time just to realize later that things got changed, right? For example, the extra large, um, I believe was it the gas canister or something like that. No, the large gas canister or the large fluid canister has to be made much larger. One of those two, right? The resource canister takes 400 resources, but one of the others takes a very small amount, and that has to be adjusted to be fair with all the other resources, right? Um, so let's wait a couple months, see where that goes, right? That said, I do provide fresh content on YouTube every day. So if you guys want to get notified when there's something new to watch, please subscribe and hit that bell icon. The bell icon is what gives you those notifications 100%. The subscription does not. However, by subscribing, you're still supporting me. That said, we also have a Discord. That's our primary method of communication. And we have a merch store as well. Both the Discord invite and the merch store link can be found on my website, the video description, and the YouTube channel. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys.